I was completely in the zone.
I may have just won us this match. I think he just took advantage of all of the chaos.
At this time, I was like, okay, we got this, but we didn't get it.
Optic, strike first again. Great work.
To perfection by FNS.
Another moment here, and FNS, how are you still doing this?
It's too late.
No way! FNS! Unbelievable teams!
Yeah, I'm nice.
The Kingmaker himself does it all himself!
Sheesh. Can't teach that. We love that from me.
What a huge round from FNS.
It was a massive round, obviously, because it's in overtime. I'm now 1 round away from winning a championship, and I just felt like, oh my god, I may have just won a championship.
Yes! Yes!
Immediately, I went back to, in my head, thinking of the Berlin match, where we ended up losing 3-0 to Gambit. That just kept randomly popping into my head. I'm like, I'm not gonna let that happen again. When I say you can't teach that, I feel like people just don't think the way I think.
How are you still doing this?
It's too late.
No way! FNS! Unbelievable teams!
I am at a higher level of thinking when it comes to this game in certain moments, and that was one of those moments.
Optic Gaming build their legacy brick by brick!
Benkai taking down the nightmare here, as it is a nightmare of his own from the Undertaker in Benkai. What a monster!
I already know what this is. This is the Jing 4K, right, with Arena? Yeah. I already thought for sure that we were gonna, like, this game was gonna go into overtime. Yeah, and what he did was so crazy. And it's the first time I ever saw Jing show any sense of emotion. Like, I just saw him shot out of his seat. I remember we were thinking how nervous and like destroyed DRX looked. Yeah, so we were just laughing at them. We knew that we had a pretty strong defending half, so we just told each other to follow our game plan and just stick with it, and we are gonna win. So we weren't really like afraid of anything. We were just gonna like have fun, you know. I think he just took advantage of all of the chaos that was happening in that moment, and he just took the time to just swing out of garage and try and get the picks on people that weren't looking at him, and it just worked out in his favor.
What a way to close it as well! This kid is nuts!
Sacy! Monstro! O que joga o Sacy!
Oh my god.
Oh man, this was the strangest round.
What is going on?
Man, really? Yeah, he just entered the portal. Yeah, they come straight to him. Yeah, that was strange. And there's the Brazilian fans. Yeah, like that. At this time, I was like, okay, we got this, but we didn't get it. It's fine. Why you showing me this? This play was all improvised. So it was like, okay, grand final vibes, you know? Crazy stuff happening.
So that's one for the fans right there.
You know, for me, this like big plays happens because of the grand finals, the upper finals, when it matters the most. Shouldn't have like in the group stage, for example. Yeah, it's always in the grand finals, like this weird plays.
No way! No way!
It's how Fnatic close out the map, close out the season.
I don't think I've seen this before. Is it a 1v4? No way he wins this. He'd have to be an absolute true idol to win this. Oh, what a beautiful play. Honestly, I couldn't have done it better myself. Is this me? Oh, it is me. Well, that's why then. I was clenching my butt cheeks so hard there. I don't even know if I was breathing throughout that whole clutch. I think I held my breath.
And now it's left all onto Boaster.
I was like... I was just in my ultimate, I was like in the zone, just doing things kind of on autopilot really. And then I just remember seeing the gun barrel, a muzzle flash. And then I was just like, I got no bullets left. Let me pull out the clacket. Let me pull out the classic. And then I just right clicked him. And then unfortunately he was low enough HP that he died. And then...
Boaster catches the 1v4.
I've honestly, Vecna's taken over me, like, no, I'm joking. But I just remember exploding out of my chair and looking at my teammates to my right, and I was like, oh my god, they were like, ah, and I was like, ah. Pretty easy, really. No.
Are you still doing this?
Too late.
No way.
Double the dismissed. Oh my god! That's another foul!
Oh, look at him. What is going on?
Spamming within the smoke. Brings it down to 1. And Boaster catches the 1v4.
Yeah, what a round. Yeah, that was mad. Tiring. I'm tired just watching it.